Since high-velocity equipment training opened its doors in Camrose, Alberta, Canada, it has graduated hundreds of safe, skilled, and successful operators. The level of quality in their training has earned the respect of the industry and safety authorities all over the country. This is due to the quality of its curriculum, its systems, and the people behind the vision. The problem this industry faces is a lack of standardized heavy equipment safety training worldwide. High Velocity's solution was to develop the world's first standardized operational and safety training curriculum for inexperienced equipment operators.
When we started developing our own curriculum, we looked at what already existed, and it wasn't enough. Since then, we've refused to stand next to anyone else, and we strive for a higher standard, which is our own standard. And I think that the students and the industry really love us for that.
There is a lack of standardized credentials for experienced equipment operators outside of private employment certification. High Velocity clearly saw the solution as a standardized certification for experienced equipment operators.
They're looking more and more to find credentialed people, and I think if they actually sat in the class here and saw how in-depth things were, it would really show that there's an attempt at excellence above and beyond running a machine.
The lack of certified heavy equipment trainers to develop standardized curriculum was a growing concern. The solution became clear, sending certified operators through the High Velocity Train the Trainer instructor certification.
Because this is a side to training I've never seen. And I used to train mine rescue teams, level 1 firefighting, rescue. I've trained a lot of operators and been in lots of different kinds of courses and never seen this approach taken.
Says I needed this. I've been wanting this for the longest time. Because I see myself in the field there and I'm trying to teach guys sometimes. Maybe sometimes I'm not connecting with them. I'm not understanding why I'm not connecting with them. This helps me to improve on that. Be a better mentor, a better teacher.
Lack of business skills and operational systems to run a heavy equipment training center was becoming apparent in those that wanted into the growing market, but produced varied results. So High Velocity developed the Train the Owner certification to enable others to successfully operate an independent vocational college.
After taking the TTT program with High Velocity, the instructors came back to the Yukon, came back to Northern Safety Network. We found a pit and found equipment, rented the equipment, and we went by all the standards that High Velocity has in their program, and we took it step by step from there. And we were able to accomplish it, and we are happy and sent more trainees to take the Train the Trainer. Yeah, and we just see more and bigger and better things going forward. Yeah.
Lack of skilled labor and acceptable training programs delivered within Aboriginal and Indigenous populations was an area that needed attention. No matter how remote, High Velocity has committed to provide highly valuable vocational training locally within Aboriginal and Indigenous communities.
Well, for me, that would be a good opportunity for me to be teaching my people my language. And this is the first time that in history that our native people will train their own people with their own language for us.
Another problem was a lack of self-sustaining vocational training capacity for Aboriginal and Indigenous populations. Long-term growth and prosperity can be achieved by offering capacity-building Train the Trainer and Train the Owner certification locally to Aboriginal and Indigenous communities.
When we're done with absolutely green students, we leave that community with their own airport that they've never had before. But there's a lot more that we leave there. We leave mom and dads that say, that's my son that built that airport. And that son goes out and can now not only inspire others, but they can go out and make a really good living and bring that income back to the community.
Industry wants and needs local Aboriginal and Indigenous labor pool for construction, mining, oil field, and road building projects. The clear solution for High Velocity is to develop simple systems and high-quality training to train locals within the community for local involvement and local training, which will result in local employment.
Now I know that I'm going to be able to make sure that everybody else is going to be feeling like they are in the right course without having that feeling, the ifs, the doubts, and whatnot. So I'm really excited about that. That's what my plan is. Make a change.
With High Velocity, you will receive the first standardized curriculum for new operators, and very thorough testing for those with experience. High Velocity also offers courses that will guide you through the process of opening and running a local, successful heavy equipment training school, as well as training your staff how to effectively teach our safety-rich material to a new class of operators. All this will provide you with the tools necessary to provide sustainable training for the needs of your organization or community. Call High Velocity today. Book an information session to arrange the Train the Trainer and Train the Owner vocational college certification from High Velocity Equipment Training.